Hey, Tom here from ourhouseplants.com. Today I'm going to show you how you can potentially save a succulent that's been overwatered. It's caused by overwatering. Yeah, I know, obvious, and I shouldn't even have to say that, but it's true. That's what's done it. That is the number one cause of this problem. There are other factors, though, at play that can increase the chances of it occurring. Low light, for example, is a good one. The plant's just not going to be as active in low light conditions. It does not need much water at all, if hardly anything. If the temperature's cold, they're not very active, it's quite slow, so they don't need much water. And so things like winter are the worst time of the year because they're not doing anything. It's low light, it's cold, they don't need any water, but we do keep giving them water, that's the problem. So the soil never dries out, it's always a bit moist. And then we come back and we water it again and again and again and again until this happens. So I just want to make sure that that's definitely what we're dealing with before we start doing things to the plant. And so I'm going to quickly go through some of the symptoms now. You need to find out if you've got a problem, and the way to do that is to study the plants. It's probably quite obvious. So here's a snake plant that we can have a look at. This has an issue. Of all the leaves, this one is standing out massively. Why? It's been overwatered and it has signs of rotting going on. It's just absolutely horrible. And if you just look at one of your plants, you'll know if you've got an issue because they don't look right. It's a different color, it's wet, it's moist, it's mushy, it's just not right. It needs to be sorted out. On here, there's a Hawthornia. It's slightly different symptoms, but they are pretty much the same. You can see here, for example, the dark. On this leaf here, it's dark, where my finger's pointing. This is literally just mush. As I squeeze it now, there are fluids within the leaf coming out. It's just rotting, basically. It's literally rotting where it is. And the smell. You cannot smell this, I know, but it stinks. It's absolutely disgusting. They need to be sorted out, especially this plant here. If it's not sorted, this rot will spread through the entire leaf and go into the next ones. The entire core of the plant will rot. So we need to sort this out. We need to. Okay, so we know what the problem is. We know what caused it. How do we fix it? Well, here's a clue. Here is cutting out the rot. It really is that simple. You need to get rid of the leaves that have been affected. This stuff is spreading through the plant. So if you remove that, there's a chance. It doesn't work every single time, but the idea is to cut it out, and that gives your plant a chance to recover. So that's what we're doing. We're just literally removing the affected leaves, all of them. Don't leave any that you think might be okay. Just cut them all off. Giving it a go. We've taken off what we needed to, and fingers crossed. That's all you can do at this point. If you don't do anything, your plant's gone. It's not gonna. It's just going to spread. The rot is just going to destroy the entire plant. So you need to at least try and do what we've just gone through. There's no guarantees. There's no certainty it won't work. You can monitor the plant, and if you see more issues, you can just have another go at it. Some people do put cinnamon or sulfur on the cut edges. So if you have those things to hand, there's no harm giving it a go. The idea is that it's meant to sort of help heal the plant, essentially. It keeps away it's anti-fungicide, antibacterial, so you may be able to destroy any germs that's still there, bacteria. But if you don't have it to hand, it should still be okay. I usually have good success without using those things, but if you had them available, use them. There is one small thing to consider, though. When you're chopping away at the plant, obviously this plant, Hawthornia, they're very good because of the symmetrical nature of their leaves. When you're like hacking bits off, they can look really weird afterwards. Don't be too worried about it. At the end of the day, if you don't do anything, your plant's going to be gone. You're going to be chucking it out. If the plant recovers, if it pulls through, what will happen is new shoots will start to grow, and you'll get a new sort of new growth. So not all is lost. Just have patience and keep with it. And at the end of the day, it's better than nothing. So at least you give your plant a chance. People will often recommend that you repot at this point. On one hand, unless you have root rot, it's not always necessary to do this. But on the other hand, the fact you're in this position might be a sign that the growing medium is not suitable, so it may be worth changing it now or at least in the future. There are no fixed rules. What's most important is that you do not water your plant again until everything is dried out and you're sure there are no more rotting parts showing up. Yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say about this. So that's the end of the video. If there's anything else you've got any more questions, you've got anything you want to clarify, just let me know in the comments. We do actually have a detailed article as well on our website, which features diagrams and helpful things, which is a little bit more depth than the video. So if you need any more, I'll put a link to that in the description below, so just have a look. And that's it, like I say, for this video. If you've got any more questions about houseplants or anything you want covered, just drop me a line and we'll see what we can do. Great, thanks for watching.